been designing and building restaurants for the past 30 years. 15 years ago, I opened my first restaurant, which was Bar Ferdinand, and then opened this a couple years later, and this has kind of kept me super busy since then. At one point in 2005, I met Bart Blatstein and was hired to design some restaurants up here in Northern Liberties, and he kind of made me an offer I couldn't refuse. He needed somebody to operate said restaurant, and I opened up Bar Ferdinand first. It was in 2006, and Bart opened up El Camino Real 2 years later when this space became available. I wanted to open up something that was complementary to Bar Ferdinand, which was a Spanish tapas bar, but not competition to. So I thought Mexican restaurant with a good vibe and great margaritas would be a really cool idea. I met my opening chef, Jen Zavala. We took a trip down to El Paso and Juarez on the Mexican border, and we zeroed in on the concept of Northern Mexican and Texas barbecue. In northern Mexico, there's a road an old road that ran from Juarez and El Paso all the way down to Chihuahua, which was known as the El Camino Real. And I felt that that was really a nice fitting name to tie the concept of a Mexican Texas border bar together. While we were down in El Paso, went to a couple amazing Texas barbecue joints, and really then decided that's what we wanted to do, which is focus in on what was an old Texas was part of Mexico up until the 1800s, and everything that we wanted to do I felt was traditional and not just Tex-Mex watered down. This neighborhood, there were questions as to, back in 2005, 2006, whether restaurants, in Northern Liberties would really draw people from the rest of the city. And as we can see now, it has proved out. So that was a hurdle that I was able to get over. But generally, opening a restaurant is the easiest part. It's operating a restaurant and keeping your sanity and staying viable, as a business is really a challenge. It's really a hands-on operation. In the past year, the pandemic came and hit us like a ton of bricks. On March 16th, I laid off 45 employees, and I went from, designing and building and maintaining restaurants to I jumped into the kitchen, and my son immediately jumped in to at least just get food out to our guests who have been super solid with us for so many years. And we opened up a community kitchen, giving food to anybody that needed it, who were hit by the pandemic. People really needed our restaurant to give them a sense of normalcy in an absolutely crazy time. We've built a whole outside restaurant in the past 12 months. Just basically my son and I. It's been an interesting 12 months. Being selected as an DÍA top restaurateur it's an honor and a big surprise. I don't seek this out, I've been in this neighborhood and a part of this community for 40 years. And Al DÍA has been, part of that. It's an honor.